The next speaker. I'm going out of order here, but I got permission from Karen, is Paul Ewing's daughter, who has written something. I have a bet with her that she can't read without flipping it. So, $20. You ready for this? She doubled it on me. Heidi, if you would, please.
This is sort of strange for me. Y'all know him so differently. I'm only 19 years old today, and I've known him my whole life because my mother was pregnant with me when they went to see Children in the Rain. Dennis McIntyre was the only person I've known that truly had mastered the art of communication. There was never a long stretch of time throughout the entire time I knew him where I would not receive some extraordinarily humorous note or obscene postcard, gift, or thought-provoking video from him. They were the strange little items purchased in the little places of Manhattan with which only Dennis was familiar. I learned a lot from the things Dennis used to send me. In fact, I think Juliet, PJ, and I learned more about Dennis through the post than from anywhere else. This just reminded me of you, and I couldn't resist picking it up with the familiar words that accompany the gifts that arrived at my doorstep. Sometimes I had to wonder how a keychain made of a plastic female hand with red nails and a large fake gem on one finger could spark my name in Dennis's mind. But of course, whoever knew what was really going on upstairs in that mind of his. Yet many times I could tell a lot of what Dennis was thinking through his gifts. The movie The Dresser, for instance, a movie about a bedraggled troupe of Shakespearean actors touring during the war, who only wanted to bring the beauty of the theater to the hapless citizens of Europe. Or Sunset Boulevard, a film about the insane, forgotten actress trying to make a pitiful comeback, and the poor young writer who works for her, just waiting for his break. Dennis sent to us also Lust for Life, about the frustrating life of Vincent van Gogh, an artist never appreciated during his own lifetime, and A Man for All Seasons, about the famous Sir Thomas More, who would not conform to society even when his life was threatened. All these films are related to Dennis. He actually experienced the poor, unappreciated artist status that is often referred to in the movies. But Dennis believed in himself, and he would not give in to a life of writing meaningless sitcoms or soap operas. Dennis kept trying, convinced that his message would one day be appreciated. He was right. After many years of frustration, Dennis's observations were appreciated and embraced by the public. Unlike many careers, Dennis chose one in which his own personality and soul were directly involved. He bared his own self to society, open for praise or criticism, a very vulnerable position to be in, even for a moment, not to mention a lifetime. Yet Dennis's talent and perseverance earned him success, and his work was appreciated and will continue to serve our society. I love Dennis McIntyre, as did my brother and sister, and we know that Dennis loved us equally as much. The uncountable cards, the crazy letters, the MGM books, the series of Fred and Ginger movies, these were not just signs of Dennis's exquisite taste, but signs that he was thinking often about us. The fact that we were on his busy mind so often, and that he would take time out of his day to let us know how he was, is an amazing one to us. It is not often that one finds such a thoughtful, affectionate person, and I know now that we shall never again find another man like him. Dennis filled our lives with so much. There are so many great stories that stick out in my mind. The military school where Dennis experienced true hell. The University of Michigan, where he and his roommate painted each other blue. The carriage ride in Central Park with Mom and Dad after Children in the Rain. So many times, so many great times with him too. Not just the exciting times like seeing Split Second in Birmingham or meeting Tom Berenger in New Haven on New Year's Eve just 1 year ago. The best were those quiet, simple times in Farmington, sitting in the backyard on summer nights. We would sit on the candlelit patio among the flowers, listen to the crickets, sip Dad's homemade wine, and talk. We would listen to Dennis and enjoy his company. Just being him those times was enough. You won $20. Before we knew to appreciate his visits, they were few and far between. The last time I saw Dennis was in June of 1989, when he and Karen surprised me by showing up at my graduation party. I was so happy that my friends finally got to meet the legend of whom I had talked about, grammatical error. Some of my last moments spent with Dennis were on my patio, enjoying the warm June air, the crickets, and each other's company. These were great moments with a wonderful friend, and I am thankful for them. Though I have not actually seen Dennis since then, I felt him when he was leaving us. I remember dreaming of visiting him at home. He told me he was unhappy, He no longer had the strength to write or even walk. "I still love you," he said, "and I can still touch you." I embraced Dennis for the last time that night as he passed away. I said goodbye to an incredible man and had been a good friend to my parents, as well as an inspiration to my brother, sister, and myself. The empty spot that Dennis left in my heart when he died is a void that will never be filled. Yet Dennis, his love for life, his perseverance in obtaining his goals, and the value he placed on friendship will stay with me as I grow and inspire me to follow what I believe just as